Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Gemini, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Magician, right? This is your card. As a Mercury ruled person, the Magician card literally represents Mercury. So this is you in your entirety. You are going to be feeling yourself. You're going to be in your power and your energy this week. As if that wasn't enough, all planets are now direct. So everything is your fault again. Right? Can't blame the retrogrades. But not only that, there's a pool of energy that is now available to you. There is a forward momentum and push that is now possible for you to get behind, right? I love this because it means that it's available to you now. As everything, like whatever it is that you're trying to work on, whatever it is that you're trying to create or to manifest, this is the time, right? You've got 3 months right the way until April. All planets are direct, right? So this is great. The fact that you've got the Magician card this week, communication is going to be a lot easier. Also, this is going to be you really feeling your own personal power. And I have to say as well, this is going to be a week where you are very magnetic. So you need to be mindful or conscious of what you're saying, how you're saying it, and more importantly, how you're interacting with people. This is also a really good week for you to consider where it is that you feel ready to share something with the world on a much bigger scale than you have been up until now. For your actions and options this week, you've got the 6 of Cups. So this is you getting back to you, right? The 6 of Cups is memories, the past, but it's like the good stuff from the past, not like the icky stuff. And the fact that you've got it with the Magician, for some of you, this could be you reaching out to somebody that you see as like a power player. Somebody from your past. Maybe you're forging a new connection with somebody that you have either previously worked with or collaborated with. That could be awesome. You could be rubbing shoulders with a bigwig this week, or somebody could be seeking you out and making you feel good by saying, I see you as that sort of power player and I would actually really like to work with you or collaborate with you. This is a great week for forging collaborative connections for you guys. It really, really is. Especially if these are people that feel like siblings to you, especially if these are people that you've worked really well with in the past. So that could be really, really nice. If you're needing to mend or bury a hatchet of some sort as well, this could be a really good week to do so. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Temperance card. Remedial actions being taken in your communications. If there have been problems, challenges or issues with a loved one, a sister, a brother, with a friend even, maybe with a significant other, this is a great week to reconcile. That Temperance card has a very healing energy with it, and because it's in your communication sector, which is your sector by the way, and it's coupled with the Magician card, there's a chance here, and you'll have to do this on a dual level, right? If you've got a problem or an issue with somebody, or a bee in your bonnet or whatever it might be, there is a chance for remedial action this week, but you have to approach it in a dual way, right? You do the energy work first, get everything right and settled in yourself, and then you reach out and you make that step in the real world, right? You got to balance the energies. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this week you could just get it, right? And this is the thing, Gemini's really good at gaining lots of information on lots of different things, not necessarily known for specialization. This week, however, you have an opportunity or a chance to find something that you actually feel like, yes, this is where I want my focus to be, and this is going to be my thing. All right, we've all got a thing, right? With those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be a time where you actually mend a relationship with a superior, with a boss, with somebody that's in a position of power. Maybe you've had problems or issues with them. It's going to feel a lot easier this week. It's going to feel like you can hear and see where they're coming from, and vice versa, and actually things start to move. Do you remember that period where you loved your job and it was just fun and you enjoyed it and you wanted to go in every day? You're getting back to that this week. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, are you ready for game time? Because it's here, right? Like, this is going to be a great week for you guys. I actually really like this for you mending your relationship with your work or your business. So this could be a week where actually you think to yourself like, yeah, you know what, this has been the missing piece. And it's like you feel not only more connected to the work that you do, but you feel more connected to yourself. And the relationship that you have to your business actually really improves this week. It might come through a conversation that you have with someone. I feel like that will just be the natural byproduct to whatever happens internally though. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this is a week where it looks like you're spending a lot of time with either the grandchildren, children, you know, maybe other people's children. I wouldn't be surprised if you're roped in to babysit or to look after or support other people that have children this week. If it's not your own, it will be somebody else's. And this I actually think is going to be very good for you because it's going to bring some of that youthful, vibrant energy back to you. I don't know if you ever saw this. I'm such a weird geek like this. I love stuff like this because it's just really interesting. They did a study where basically they took a whole bunch of like young kids to an old people's home, and they noticed that the people, not only did the old people then gain more energy, they felt more pepped up, but some of them who had like things like Alzheimer's and stuff, it actually started to improve their mood. I don't think it was like that it improved the Alzheimer's, but it really helped lift them out of their kind of so, you know, if you're retired and you're of a certain age, spending time with, you're naturally very youthful anyway. All Geminis are, you know, people with strong Gemini energy, and they're like the, you know, the kid of the group in some way. All right, for your love and relations, you've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so look, if you've had problems, challenges, or issues in the relationship, as the Five of Pentacles suggests, it's going to be through communication this week that you mend that. There are potentially some, not heavy, but there are potentially some conversations that you're having around money, finances, and resources. It could be, I touch wood and I hope I'm wrong, maybe a partner has been out of work because they had an accident. This is already past. It's not happening now, but this is something that has caused a bit of a bump in the road when it comes to the resources. That could be shifting this week. And because you've got the Five of Pentacles here, this could be either a significant other maybe healing or mending a relationship with a work colleague, or maybe let's say they've left one place of work and they were like, that's it, I'm leaving my industry, whatever. And then this week through some kind of conversational shift, they could go back, right? So this could be really, really nice in that regard. You've got it with the Six of Cups. So this week as well, through conversations with the significant other, you might start to really understand something that's really hurt them. Maybe not even between you two. It might be just something that they've had happen to them in their lives, right? And because you're understanding it more, both of you from different angles, there is a chance for it to be mended this week. It's not going to be easy. It might not even be pretty, if I'm completely honest, but it will definitely be worth it. For those of you that are single, I think, honestly, you know, and I say this out of all love, care and respect, this week you might actually, you know, like when you go through a period where you can't find someone, or you're like profoundly single for a really long time now, you start to wonder if there's something wrong with you. This week you could figure out what it is, all right? And this isn't to say that there is anything wrong with you or even that you have to date, but you might come to a realization and say, wow, actually, this is where I've been really quite sort of stuck, or, you know, maybe I'm seeing a different relationship now in a completely different light. So there's something about it where you're kind of seeing yourself in a different light and you're saying, okay, that's the thing that was actually stopping me from having a relationship. So you're having a realization this week that kind of really settles in, but it settles in the body. Like you actually feel like, oh, okay, that's what this is. And then you dislodge it. For your money and materials, you have the Chariot card. Money looks good, finances are moving. The Chariot card is a speed up card. It's also a victory card. For those of you that are in business for yourselves, you could be winning a contract this week. You could be getting, for those of you that work for somebody else, maybe it's a bonus of some kind. Either which way, there's a boost to your resources that kind of really speeds things up. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, just with the cards that are present, especially because you've got the Temperance card above it, I will say this week, really pay attention to your diet. Your body will be giving you signals through your tummy this week. All right. When it comes to your home and environment, the Chariot card is home just might be very busy this week. All right. And with the Magician card here, you'll get it all done. There's no doubts about that, right? But it just seems like a very busy week, all right? So just make sure you're taking some time out to look after yourself as well. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Also, I forgot to mention, for those of you that are needing to have remedial or mechanical works done on your vehicle, I almost forgot, this week, get them done. All right. It's actually a good week to do this kind of thing. With that said, take care. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.